All right, folks, had a pretty bad day at the office with the BTL deck today, so just gonna get a feel. Just gonna see where Amulet is at. I want to see what's going on. We're gonna hopefully find out whether Amulet is still lit, and maybe it is lit enough for me to play tomorrow. Who knows? I think I like a lot of what's going on here. So this is the list. If I were playing tomorrow, I imagine I would be playing something very similar to this. So yeah, if you are planning on playing tomorrow against me, if I were to be playing Amulet, it would look something like this. So watch out for that. The only two things that are experimental are the Esika's Chariot and the Golos, but the Golos is kind of okay. And the Esika's Chariot is definitely here. I have not played enough with the card, so this is definitely because of a recommendation by Jose. So we're gonna see whether it actually works out. If you're watching YouTube, thank you so much for checking out the video, and don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you there for round number 1 right now. Here we are for round number 1. Sure. We can transmute onto... Yeah, let's transmute. It's worse if my opponent has an Amulet, but... So I guess because of that, I shouldn't have taken the 2 damage. I should have gone with Cavern. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, you know? So I can get paired against Ponza, and I can be very, very sad. But then I can say, ha, you see? The Valky deck is better against Ponza. Karn off the top. Nope. This is just justice. This is just justice, you know? This is just fucking justice, man. This is just justice. Sand has a Karn. It's very slow. I'm gonna delay the Simic Growth Chamber if I can. I can't do it anymore, so just play it out. So if I play second Simic here, yeah, we are dead to what's his name anyway, to pillage anyway. So yeah, what that does is it gives me an untap land, so it gives me something to do, and it gives you another green source. What are the chances they have Bolt? Can I beat Lightning Bolt? I have to go those. Golos finds my basic forest. Yeah, Golos is definitely lame. And it's good that they use the pillage on the growth chamber. They're less likely to have it for the other thing. Bone Crusher. Just domed Karn. Get that basic, baby. Whew. Hell yeah. Get that basic. Yeah, I guess if we find a green bounce land, we're gonna be in really good shape because we just get to Sage, blow up the moon, and then immediately after, well, I'm definitely blocking. Karn is more valuable than the Golos. Sure, that's fine. Just minus for Chariot. Take 4. Why didn't we Rex Sage? Because there's no need to just now. And Rex Sage makes my lands better. Like Blood Moon is making another green source center untapped, exactly. Now we get to do this. Which we wouldn't have been able to. What are we getting here? Just a couple of basics. Let's do basics, basic plus Layer Stronghold. Crew 4. Zwing! I thought I had X6. Colony, so we can copy plant tokens. That's your next level play right there. Blood Moon off the top. Now we're done. Game is over! I guess they can still draw a Blood Moon here, so I guess never mind. Blood Moon? Nope. Okay. Do, 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 do. Got him. Alright, Golos was legit there. That was very, very good. I'm not respecting Magus, so that's why I'm not bringing in this member. Maybe I should be. Or I can like snipe an Arbor Elf or something. Nah, I don't think so. Beautiful hand. Beautiful hand. Point also move to 6. This one is actually pretty good. I'm gonna ship the Pact, I think. I'm trying it out. I want to see where Amulet is at. That's basically what's going on right now. Doesn't mean the other deck is unplayable. Doesn't mean Amulet is great. It means literally nothing. It means nothing. I'm just playing Amulet. Just try it out, see what's up. Maybe it's great. Maybe it isn't. But that's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Got another pillage. Got a blood moon. Are they luck sacking? They're luck sacking? They're luck sacking. Wow. Man, beating Ponza is a good feeling. Beating Ponza feels very, very, very good. My opponent has double lightning bolt. Good for them. They got me. Oh man, boy, does it feel great. Does it feel great? Face and face. Karn is back. See you for the next round. Alright, round number 2 with Amulet. Perfect deck. Turn 3 Karn on the play. I'm gonna keep this. Are you talking about another game? Oh, okay. Is this the jackpot? Am I hitting the back-to-back? Am I hitting the good old back-to-back Ponza? Is that what's going on right now? Or is this Heliod? No, that's Ponza, alright. Back-to-back Ponza gamers. I think I'm gonna make the same play I made earlier. I'm gonna go for Golos. And then we can start activating Golos. If we packed for Dryad. Queue up League with Amulet, immediately get paired against back-to-back Ponza players. That's the life. That's the life. Maybe I should play Ponza? Probably not gonna happen. Probably not gonna happen. Opponent D beat attack about what to do this turn. I guess they're wondering whether they should send the elf or they should use it for mana. What about white-red land destruction? I don't think I've ever lost against Ice Nine. Literally. Maybe they stole the game, but I don't think I've ever lost a match to Ice Nine. Clofis. Sure. This protects the Karn even if my opponent finds a pillage for the Golos. So if we naturally draw a Dryad, that's probably the best thing that could happen for us. Just jump with Amulet. I guess they can minus. Oh, I guess we just block. Golos is busted. Golos is just sick. They also have the pillage. They also have the pillage. Wow. Gross. I think it's style for Colossal Dreadmaw. We have to find another Karn. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. My opponent's last turn was just disgusting. I just hit everything perfectly. So rough. Just realized how weird it was to not see snow-covered forest. Yeah, I mean, we get to play the objectively best forest, which is nice. It's one of the upsides of not playing Field of Dead anymore. They're exiling literally the worst possible now. If I find another card, I can go get Golos again. That's literally the only wrong alternative. All of these are like there was only one wrong answer out of all of these 6 answers, and they chose exactly that one. I really want to find another card so we get back Golos now. Although I guess we have big Golos now in play. Tracker. It's kind of sexy. Should probably play Bone Crusher. Holding on to the Simic growth, because if we draw a Karn, like we're not gonna need the mana, and if we draw a Karn, we have a route towards, if we find a Dryad, we get to Karn minus for explosives, Dryad explosive for 3, blow up, and then I would want to have the Simic growth Timber in my hand so I can trigger multiple Balakets if needed. Okay, that's game over. We were fine until that guy showed up. We don't really have that many good draws at this point. There's nothing that we can transmute for. If we attack, my opponent's going to throw this and this in front of the Titan, so that's not a great deal for us. So we're just going to pass again. And my opponent's trying to help here. They're really punting left and right, but obviously the correct thing was to get Liquimetal Coating there. Like, I have no way to pressure the Karn. They're ahead on board, and they want to start mowing down the forests. Unless they have something like Wormcoil. If they have something like Wormcoil, maybe that would have also been better. But Main Spine Tome just doesn't do anything in Snare and Bridge. Okay. But now they have Karn, so we actually have no outs to this. So I think I'm backing it now. We did find the Dryad, but there's nothing that we can go get because our way to answer the Blood Moons is through explosives, and Karn locks explosives as an out. So I guess now we're just dead. Have I thought about playing Metamorphosis and no-health Ferox in the list? No, but I hear that it's a very, very powerful tech that people are trying out right now. New very strong technology that has been popping up. Does Dryad let you get colored mana if you played after Moon? Yes, that was the plan. Love GG, but him making Ponza playable again is nothing short of a sin. Yeah, it saddens me to no end. Saddens me to no end. If my opponent has boil, they have boil. Good for them. Blood rating 12 is good. Another elf is also good. It's so crazy every time this just works. Like this is not like the best hand I've ever seen, but it's just like this is a hand that works. So cool. I guess we win. I don't like GG, so it's even worse if Ponza becomes Legon. I don't know any deck that is sadder than red green. It's more mediocre than Taxes and Tron. That's just not true. Red green has a lot of it has a lot of powerful cards. Like that's exactly what it is. Red green just has a mixture of just good cards. Tron has better cards. I don't entirely agree. Because Tron needs its pieces to fall together. This deck, not so much. If they don't have functional mana, Tron just rolls over and dies. Explore's a great pick up there. Tron players like UGs always have the Nazis pure magic. Having the Nazis is a skill, I guess. I'll block you. So they're out there discarding lands and then missing landos. Oh, okay, no, they haven't. Was about to say that's kind of wild. So not playing around Boyle. If you got Boyle, you got me, opponent. I don't think I can play around that kind of stuff out of Ponza. Oh, you're super dead. Sick. Are we about to beat Ponza twice in a row? Are we really about to beat back-to-back Ponza gamers? Just like that? They could have drawn land plus bold, so I'm just gonna take this. Why would they keep that hand? I just thought that they were gonna draw into like a Blood Moon or something. Sure, I'll take it. See you for the next round. All right, welcome to our number 3. Playing against some sort of companion deck. Jegantha the Wellspring. So that probably means Tron. This hand cannot be Tron. This one has a better shot, I guess. No boat in the sideboard, back deck building. Yeah, you're right. Who do I think I am? But it moves to 4, so it's definitely Tron. I always wonder whether this is even worth a card in the Tron matchup. Like, not having access to Walking Ballista is worth this. My logic tells me no, but I see it fairly often. It's not like you see it rarely. Like, I see it every now and then. Like, it is a thing that Tron players do. That's a big game. Big game. So the only way for me to Titan this coming turn is for me to go Squatter myself. Or to luck sack an untapped green source. So I think I'm gonna go the luck sack and untapped green source avenue. I guess this also allows me to transmute next turn, which is kind of nice. So I can set up a Dryad. Heyo. I think this is what we're doing. And if my opponent, we just have lethal next turn. Here, doubling your damage when you have infinite cats is great. That makes sense. Sounds like a good deal. This is what have I played against? Tron. Tron. Jegantha wasn't too good, huh, opponent? Okay, this time around they did keep 7. So I'm assuming my opponent's gonna have a good sequence. So if I find Azusa here, we're gonna be in really good shape. If I find Second Amulet, we're also gonna be in very good shape. Card the Great Creator, not so good. Here my opponent has Tron. Hopefully they have a Worm Coil. Sweet. So we're still playing. If this were a Karn, I would not be in good shape. This is a rough spot. We can Pact for Asusa. Pact for Asusa. Karn. Play Bounce Land. We lose to land drop number 1. It's 3. Land drop number 2. Land drop number 3. So we could Asusa plus Karn, but then we would die to Ghost Squatter. We would die to Karn Liberated. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna play Karn, but I'm gonna hit my land drop here, as opposed to holding onto the bounce line. Like, we're gonna need another bounce line in order to win. And then we can minus for potentially coding. This forces my opponent to attack the Karn, and it just pressures them a little bit, because we have second Karn. The other alternative was to get Golos, but I don't think Golos does everything. Chariot is interesting. Stolen Realms with a follow. Chariot would be interesting there. Also, Pioneer would be interesting there. Four mana. Walking Ballista? Oh, it can't be Walking Ballista. So they fetch for the power plant. Well, good thing I didn't do anything. No! My plan! My perfect plan! It was so smooth! Such a clean plan. No, because having the second Karn, it actually allows me to slow them down, right? So knowing that I have the second Karn, I think that going for the coding with the first one is correct. If we didn't have the second Karn, I would have definitely gone for the other card, for sure. 100%. It's not awful. Put a counter on the Thought Knot. Supposed to the worm. Okay, that one we can't beat. Yeah, blowing up tower. Honestly, I was thinking about blowing up the worm coil because we needed the mana, but like, you know, it's probably your line was probably better, honestly. Your line was probably better, and just yeah, blowing up the land would have been the better line. Because we would have taken 10 that turn. So it would have gone down to 6. But then they can't Mog, and then we play Titan and we stabilize. Yeah. I guess that our life total wasn't really under so much duress that we couldn't have just done that. Yeesh. Well, if we hit land drops this hand, it's great. If we don't, we're gonna lose. How likely am I to play Yamil in the showcase? I don't know. It's not impossible. It's certainly not impossible. Amulet, Boros Garrison. Okay, so they do have turn 3 Tron. The Rex Sage draw is not horrible because it means that Carnage Creator is just not good enough anymore. Because we can pressure it and we can blow up the coding, so it needs to be exactly Karn Liberated right now. Damn it. Alright, opponent, do we have a second Karn Liberated? They totally have a second Karn, don't they? Again? Fuck, man. Okay, that's big. That's huge. Because that's gonna basically force my opponent to minus. So they need one more. That's not enough. They need one more Karn Liberated, Oldemog, something like that. Thought Not Seer, I guess, would do it too. So they have a bunch of things that they can do. I guess Nature's Claim would also be a problem. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9. If my opponent has Nature's Claim, we lose anyway. Wilt. Yeah, okay, same thing. I guess we technically can haste here. Because of Vestige. We can go after the Karn Liberated. To protect our hand. Four, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, should be fine. I'm gonna take 9 here, down to 5. No, I think that getting Stronghold, like we only have a shot here because I got the Stronghold when I did. That's rough. That's very rough. That's very, very rough. We kind of needed that guy. Let's win Tron round. I think that they run Thought Knots in the sideboard for this kind of matchup where it matters. So if we find Prime Time or Dry It off the top, we could be in okay shape. But it's not looking amazing. Prime Time or Dry It. That doesn't do anything. 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We can transmute for prime time, but we can't haste. 4, 7, but this is lethal, so we just have to. Oh, I tapped my mana wrong. Anyway, like it just didn't matter. Like they just -6. They get rid of the Titan, and then we lose anyway. So we were still there. Like there was nothing that we could do. We just needed to not whiff on that draw step. If we had find I guess even if we had a Dryad, because we had to pay for our pact, we couldn't have gotten there anyway. Yeah, that was a lot closer than I was expecting it to be, honestly. Like my opponent went turn 3 Karn, into turn 4 Ugin, into turn 5 Wormcoil, and we're super close to getting there. All right, see you for the next round. Okay, here we are for round number 4. Yeah, okay. This hand is bad against the discard spell, but like the fact that we have both Gracer and Castle. My opponent's didn't draw card, I would have won. That's not what I'm saying. That's exactly the opposite of what I'm saying. Like my opponent needed those specific cards in that specific order. I'm not saying like random cards would have gotten me there. I'm saying like that specific subset of draw steps is what they needed. Oh, okay. I think we're doing this, passing the turn. I don't want to show them the castle. And I think, unless I top deck exactly a cavern, I think I'm just going to jam next turn. Force them to have mana leak. Because it's only getting worse for me from here, right? So I'm just going to force them to... Wait. Just going to force them to have it. They do have it. Well, there goes that, I guess. Guess we get to attack with the Gracer here. It's a good top deck. Never mind. I think I want to copy my basic. Opponent is out there cycling Magma Opuses. Yep. opponent's looking for force. Well, this is good for me because now I can jam if they don't find it. Sweet. Because I was not gonna jam. Like next turn I could pay for mana leak. Well, very smart of me to play the Vesuva copying the basic, by the way. Double bolt. Magmatic Sinkhole. Can we draw a Karn, please? Karn. Nope. If only this were Stacy, we could be clocking them, right? Alright. That's kind of a clock. Another sinkhole? Snapcaster sinkhole? At least they have to blow up their treasure. Titan? Nope. Karn, Titan, another pact would be nice too. Damn it, man. I think I'm probably dead at this point. Yep. Now you show up? God damn it. I guess if I jam a Titan here, precisely on the turn when they have access to Geo Hulk and Cryptic Mana, at least I force them to crack a treasure to Cryptic this. That's so brutal, man. Just Bloodman claiming another victim. I'm gonna jam. I'm just ready to concede. Like it's really hard for us to beat Bloodmoon game 1. Yeah, this game is just really frustrating, but there's nothing I could have done. Like everything just happened exactly one turn too late for me. Like we had a shot because my opponent was missing land drops, but you know, then we just kind of whiffed forever. I still think I play this game probably. I'm over it. Like I just want to move on to the next game. Maybe I can win another Cyborg game. I really doubt it. Like this is literally the worst kind of matchup that we can have. Just a Blood Moon plus counter magic, you know? It's exactly the kind of stuff that we do not want to see. This has been so many Blood Moon decks in this league. We're about to lose though to this one, I think. It's very unlikely for us to be able to win on the draw. And then do we have to win again? The untapped land would be great. That's not so great. Oof, we're super dead. Ugh, that's devastating. That is what we call bait. Having to back for Titan is gonna be rough. So I'm gonna play this because this allows me to play around Mana Leak. So now my opponent has to use like a Cryptic, or like they have to use a real counterspell. Or it just resolves. But we're definitely minusing. Because my opponent showed me Magmatic Sinkhole, so... Let's place around here, Hulk. That's nice. So now we can play Titan through Mana Leak. But we don't have to pack for it, which is what I was hoping for. I'm gonna leave red, white, blue floating. Sure, I guess we're redrawing this. Trading with a Gust is fine though. Certainly okay with that. I think my opponent is digging hard for a Blood Moon. 2 cards left in hand. Make the same play we just did. Wait for my opponent to choose their targets. Tormod script was huge. Tormod script was insanely huge here. I think I'm gonna get... Because I'm getting a basic forest. In case my opponent has a way to slow down the Titan, we can at least have an answer to Blood Moon. And now we can do T-West Simic. Okay, so we're gonna win this one. Sure. Oh, I misclicked. Whoops. Well, obviously I wanted to Rex Sage. Okay, Blue Moon. Yeah, this looks fine. That Tomo script ended up being huge. That Tormod script ended up being big game. Eesh. The problem with this hand is that it really loses to Blood Moon. The Crypt was a weird choice. No, I mean, my opponent had a Magma Opus in the graveyard and they had 5 mana, right? So 1 more mana they could have been able to Gear Hulk. So I think that the Tormod script pick was fine. Now I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna be super sad when I don't find a bounce land or a green source. Bounce land. Okay, yeah, I'll take that one. We have Karn in hand, so I'm just gonna do this. Because it allows me to Karn next turn while still developing my mana. And I'm definitely gonna force, and I'm gonna definitely force a Blood Moon. If my plays that. It would be very funny if we like lost to Tron and then we beat Ponza twice in Blue Moon. That would be very unlikely. Value. Well, now with the second card, I think I'm gonna go for... Oh, never mind. Yeah, them giving me the treasure is just hilarious. Just randomly worked out. And I'm jamming because, again, it's not getting better for me. So, like, yes, my opponent gets to use their mana leak, whatever. But, like, it only gets worse for me. Now I'm getting Golos, I think, because my opponent is actually very far away from a Gear Hook. And because of Bolt, I'm definitely not getting the committal coding. Like, if the first one had resolved, I was going to get coding with this one. But with only having access to one card, I would have to make sure that if I ever bolts this, I have to make sure I got my value from it. Yeah, for sure. Golos has been strong. Prismari command, probably. Oh, Sinkhole the Karn. Okay. My plan was to get covering with that guy. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Gusto. All right, one card in hand. What is that one card in hand, opponent? Okay, we play on. That's blank. All right, so I think now every turn that goes by, things get worse and worse for us, which is brutal. Like the fact that my opponent was able to stop me, and they had exactly enough threats to stop me. It's just like every turn that goes by, things continue getting worse and worse for me. So I'll take that though. And we get to go squatter theirs. So now I'm gonna be holding my cards in hand, I guess. Oh, they just have Gear Hulk. Yeah, well, the game is obviously over now. They get to Magma Opus here. Yeah, my opponent just drew a lot better than I did. They had exactly enough answers for the exact amount of threats that I had. It's a 2-turn clock. Yeah, this matchup is not reasonably winnable. I don't think that I would ever expect to win this matchup. It's extremely, extremely bad. Just Blue Moon historically has been the bane of Titan players everywhere. I misclicked there. Should have thought about this before. Like, what I want to bounce. Like, I'm playing against a Blood Moon deck. So I was thinking about, I don't want to bounce this because I want to cycle it, but I guess I'm just going to anyway. Like, it just doesn't matter. I really doubt that this is going to resolve anyway. Snapcaster Gust, yeah. Alright, rough. See you for the next round. Alright, last round of the day. Sure. Potential for turn 3 Titan. Reasonable defensive hand. Explorer. Titan. Keeping this hand every day. Pox for game 5. Well, Pox is actually like every small Pox deck is very often just a good matchup for us. Another control deck. Basic Swamp. Thoughtseize. Okay. Oh no, Mystic Racer attack. I was too lazy. Watery Grave. Okay. Am I just holding this Liliana? This for Liliana? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Titan mana already. I think I am. I think I am. I'm excited for the big tournament. I don't even know anymore. Come on. I don't even know anymore. I was excited about my deck and everything, and then I kind of have not been feeling it. The last couple of days I've been doing a lot of losing. That's basically what's been going on. Well, I'm playing around Mana League here. Are we just playing against Esper? No, I don't think it's really a matter of the early renditions being better or anything like that. I think that... I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's why it's done. That's why it's rough to... That's why it's disheartening, because I can't really figure it out. What tournament? I'm playing the Showcase tomorrow, which is a tournament that is worth some couple of thousands of dollars in EV for the first place finisher. Four, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm gonna transmute. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we win this one. No, I'm not gonna be streaming it, but I'm gonna be uploading all of the VODs to YouTube. My opponent should be exclamation point Fran though. They clearly don't have enough lands in their control deck, which is why I always give I always give shit to Spike. I just feel like Spike never plays enough lands in his control decks. It works for him though. It definitely works for him. No arguments on that end. I think I'm just submitting the exact same 60. Maybe I want Bailoff, just because Gracer is bad. Spike is the most waitlisted. It's possible. It makes you feel better. I just got my proper art and proper flavor text explores. explorer's reward is a view of tomorrow's possible meals. It's $12. Jeez. That's really expensive for the strictly worse version of a different card. You did not pay that much. I mean, it still seems pretty expensive. Oh, the whole Yargle thing was a secret lair in paper? In MTGO, they just randomly started showing up one day. they just became a thing. The Opt is my least favorite out of all of them, though. Yeah, I have to get my paper copies. A couple of people told me that they were gonna give a couple of them to me, but they didn't. So, Gear of the Gods flavor text. And the one that we've been playing is this is the strictly correct Gear of the Gods. They've gone down in price. They were 11 each. Now they're like 650. If you're into that kind of stuff, sure. It's not the kind of pimp that does it for me. It's mostly the foils. I dislike foils very, very much. I have no idea what my opponent's playing over there. They're playing a control deck with like mono discard spells. So that means they're not playing that much counter spells, I would imagine. Or is my opponent just mono greed? Playing around Damping Sphere, that's why I didn't play the Garrison. Could you just jump Baloth? I think I'm just gonna card here. Okay. Trading 1-for-1 with an Archmage's Charm seems good to me. But the reason to play the card there instead of the Baloth is because my opponent is not safe to Thoughtseize, basically. That's very good for me. This is the correct one, in case you were wondering. If you were wondering which one my opponent had to destroy, it was this one. Logic Knot. Drawing the lock. Okay. I still have no idea what my opponent's deck is planning to do. I have no idea what their endgame is. All I know is that they have a control deck that misses land drops and that, you know, that's why the control decks cannot play discard spells. Like, my opponent just fizzled. That's so bad for a control deck, to be using a card, spending mana and a card on an effect, and then just getting nothing out of it. That's such a huge cost. That's why discard and counter spells don't really go well together. Like they're out of cards, and I have like insane amounts of mana compared to theirs, and they achieved absolutely nothing. They just naturally find an Ashiok, and they're a minuser. Opponent is a minuser. Good to know. I really, really, really want for my opponent to top deck Drown in the Loch, because that would be the sweetest form of justice. Yeah, exactly. Like they just show me Drown in the Loch, and then they go ahead and they minus. My opponent, and they say the top decks just keep rolling on me. Whatever that's supposed to mean. But they're making their own top decks worse. Yeah, Colossal Dreadmaw gets there, of course. And I could have played the other Titan and hasted, but like it doesn't achieve anything, and I'd rather get the draw 2 than the 8 damage in. So I just wanted to point that out. But yeah, I honestly have no idea what my opponent was trying to do with their deck over there. I'm trying to understand what their end game was, you know, but it escapes me. That was a rough league. That was a very, very rough league, and we still got paired against Ponza twice and Blue Moon, and we gave them hell. So Colossal Dreadmaw is still a fine strategy. So if you came into this channel today thinking, oh, is Amulet dead? Is it over? Like Francisco's playing something else that's not Amulet. Clearly Amulet is unplayable. That's just not the case. I think I like Karn right now. Like if I were to play Amulet, I would definitely play Karn, I think. Not only because it's my favorite version of Amulet, because I think it's legit very, very good right now. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me today. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you in the next round. Not next round, next stream, next video. And that will be uploaded straight up to YouTube, and it will be all the matches from the showcase. So hopefully I'll see you there. You'll check it out, and I'll see you there. Bye.